YouTube, what's good? This Rel2G here on a late night edition for my Wrestlemania post comments and my thoughts. And pretty much everything went as expected, even though there were some few minor adjustments and there were some shocking moments and there were some surprising moments. So we're going to get right to it. First off, WrestleMania set an all-time entertainment record for the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia. 71 plus attended the grandest stage of them all, the Super Bowl of football. But in this case, it's WrestleMania. And WrestleMania is always going to give you a show of all shows to start it out the 2011 season. But like I said, I called the matches. Few I said yes, some I said no. And unfortunately, the ones I said no turned out to go in favor of, who you would have thought would have won, but in fact did, and those you thought didn't win turned around and won. It's like NCAA bracket buster. And in this particular WrestleMania this year, busted again. So I'm just going to give you my call and the call that went down tonight. I called the Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio match. I said Cody Rhodes would in fact defeat Rey Mysterio. He did in fact do so. Also a match I called and I said went down was going to be Snooki, John Morrison, and Trish Stratus defeating both Lay Cool and Dolph Ziggler. I called that just as well. What I didn't call was, and this was some late breaking developments before the start of WrestleMania, this lumberjack match between the United States champion Sheamus against Daniel Bryan didn't go as expected because everybody wanted to fulfill their dream at being part of WrestleMania. And I will say that that match turned out to be a no contest and turned around and became a non-title over-the-top rope battle royal. The winner would have the moment of their lives of being part of WrestleMania and winning there. So at the end, the great Khali stood tall, and he indeed had his moment in WrestleMania by winning that over-the-top non-title battle royal. Randy Orton, I thought, would lose due to some interference on CM Punk's part, but that didn't happen. Rey Mysterio, in fact, did beat not Rey Mysterio. Randy Orton did, in fact, beat CM Punk, and not because he was punted, but that vicious RKO of his. He did, in fact, do it, and he did, in fact, beat CM Punk, so CM Punk, once again, punked out by Randy, or in this case, Randall Orton. But anyway, another match I didn't call was the Big Show, King, Santino Marella, supposedly Vladimir Kozlov against the Core. I said the Core would win this match because the prior two matches, the Core lost. But it turns around, the Core lost again, but with the help of Kofi Kingston because he had to replace Vladimir Kozlov because he got hurt after the match on SmackDown by the Core and he was unable to perform with the rest of his crew. So Kofi Kingston took over, and the rest you have to find out yourself as to figuring out what happened. The other match I did call but didn't go down as expected. Michael Cole defeated Jerry Lawler. Yes, Michael Cole defeated Jerry Lawler. Not by the strangest imagination, but Jerry Lawler was disqualified. Find out on WWE.com as to why he was disqualified and what else went down. I will say this. Stone Cold did do some stunting of his own. 3, check it out. Another match I called was The Undertaker and Triple H. I said The Undertaker would beat Triple H in that no holds barred match. No interference took place. I must say, no interference took place. So Undertaker once again is undefeated at WrestleMania, but for how long? And finally, the match everyone would have expected was the World Heavyweight Championship, Edge versus Alberto Del Rio. Del Rio, in fact, did get to his destiny and get to WrestleMania, but he did not get out of WrestleMania with the title. Edge, once again, is reclaiming the World's Heavyweight Championship. And you have to find that out as to how he did it and what happened afterwards. So I did call that match just as well. Well, I didn't call that match because I thought that Christian would interfere, but no interference at all in this one. But to be continued maybe. And finally, the WWE Championship, Miz versus Cena. I did say Rock was going to be in this match, but after the fact. And I must say, Rock did electrify the crowd both at the beginning of the show and at the end, or did he? All these you have to find out. Go to WWE.com and take your pick as to what you thought should have happened but didn't happen. I know I was shocked at some of those matches tonight, and just as well, everything turned out the way that the WWE Universe would have wanted. But there's still some questions that has to be asked on a couple of those matches that no one expected to turn the way that they did. So, like the NCAA, I busted again. And here at WrestleMania 2011, I busted yet again. So, I only got, this is crazy, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4.5 other matches compared to the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So, once again, I busted. What can I say? You never know what happens in the WWE. So, we are just as surprised and shocked like everybody else out there is. So, for those who were there, congratulations. Next year's WrestleMania will be in Miami on the worst day of them all, April Fool's Day. That's right, April 1st, 2012, WrestleMania 28. What can happen there? We don't know. Keep it locked for the next 52 weeks of SmackDown, WWE, Raw, as well as Superstars. And you will soon find out who will make their way to next year's WrestleMania. Ain't no telling what's going to happen. Rock is back. Cena is going to really be on his little game point or whatever. But right now, that's all I got to say. It's late. I did a lot this weekend. I'm tired, but glad you can stay up to watch it. I will talk to you guys again. Check me out on Twitter at FreakyScore35 at Twitter.com. This has been your late night post WrestleMania report. I'm out of here. Roll 2G. Deuce.